Hello and welcome to Advent Adventures. And I would like to start off today by saying Merry Christmas. We're now in the Christmas season, so I think this is a little bit more of a Christmas adventure. But today is Monday, December 26th, Monday in what we call the octave of Christmas. I hope everything was wonderful for your celebrations over the last couple of days. I know that, just thinking about what we did here at church, I'm just so grateful and thankful for, everybody that came to celebrate our Christmas celebrations. It was just a wonderful time. December 26th happens to be the feast day of St. Stephen, which we always refer to as our first martyr, the first Christian martyr. St. Stephen was a Greek, and he was pagan, but he was respected in the young church of Jerusalem. Like Jesus, he died praying for his persecutors, and he entrusted himself, even as he died, into the hands of God. He also was a deacon. Now, I don't want you to get any ideas that Stephen was a deacon and he died, by way of stoning. Keep your stones at home when you come to church, and hopefully after a bad homily, you won't throw them at me. But Stephen was one of the first deacons, the 7 deacons that were called forth in that early church to help and serve, to serve the church. They were very much responsible for taking care of the widows and taking care of the orphans and taking care of the poor, in that early church in Jerusalem. But it is said of Stephen, the apostles called him, and they said of him, he was filled with faith and filled with the Holy Spirit. What I love about this line, they say he was full of fortitude. Full of fortitude. In the 6th chapter of Acts, it says, when they heard this, they were infuriated. And these are the Jews. And they ground their teeth at him, at Stephen. But filled with the Holy Spirit, he looked up to heaven and saw the glory of God and Jesus standing at the right hand of God. And he said, behold, I see the heavens opened and the Son of Man. And it was at that moment where he was stoned by the people and killed. We probably will never face persecution like Stephen did. But in a way, there's times in our life that we do experience that persecution. Maybe it's ridicule or being made fun of for kind of just living our faith. Maybe it's about choosing to do the right thing. Has anybody ever said to you, hey, or called you holier than thou? I guess sometimes that's meant in sarcasm, but believe it or not, I like to look at it and say it's a compliment. I remember one time showing up for a party, and it was said, oh, we now have to behave because the deacon is here. Well, yeah, but not because I'm here, but it's because that is the right thing to do. St. Stephen gives us a beautiful example, of having that fortitude, having that strength, having that perseverance, that no matter what ridicule or persecution you might face, that you just don't lose that faith. You just continue to trust in him. You trust in him, and he will get you through what you're going through in your life. It's all about having that fortitude of faith. Remember this line that the apostles say of Stephen, filled with faith, with the Holy Spirit, and full of fortitude. You can't ask for a better way to live your life. Continue your Advent and Christmas adventure.